Hi everyone, it's me again, and this time I'm doing something a little bit different. Lately I've been doing a lot of reaction videos, and this time I'm going to do a full episode reaction to Doctor Who Season 9, or Series 9, Episode 12, Hell-Bent, the season finale. Last week's episode was particularly awesome, and I kind of regretted not having filmed my reactions. So I am anticipating that this episode is going to be really good, and decided to film my reactions and maybe cut it together into something a little bit more concise and interesting. When I watch things, I'll sometimes make comments, but you're not going to see me crying or screaming or getting angry. It's a weird thing. I do like to watch reaction videos, and that's why I've been making these a bit more often. They're also a lot easier to make than traditional videos. Anyways, I'm going to do a couple of pre-episode kind of guesses. I don't have any predictions that are like outside of the box, outside of what other people have already kind of said. But it was interesting, at the end of the previous episode, spoilers for Heaven Sent, we saw a really, really cool kind of cycle. Not a time loop, a cycle of events in which the Doctor took over 2 billion years punching through a wall that was 400 times harder than diamond and 20 feet thick. And it was pretty awesome. But of course the big twist is, of course, that it was all taking place in his confession dial, and he's back on Gallifrey now. And the final line, of course, being that the hybrid destined to conquer Gallifrey and stand over its ruins or whatever is me. I have a couple of guesses. Do you have any guesses about this?
Nope.
No guesses. Okay. There's a few possibilities. 1, he was telling the truth. 2, he was lying. Okay, no, okay. But there's a couple different factors in there. The thing is I don't think he is the hybrid.
I agree.
I think he is either lying or a Shilda who has been going by the name me, and he's saying, well, the hybrid is me, as in her. And they did say something about it would bred between 2 warrior races, and she was a Viking, right? And she has alien technology from those aliens that were called a warrior race, that were the dude who was disguising himself as Odin. So that's a possibility. It's also possible that the hybrid is perhaps alluding to the Doctor Who movie, which is fairly terrible, but I still like it, where the Doctor, for some reason, and she hasn't actually seen the whole movie, but there was like a throwaway line in there. It had something to do with only a human could open the Eye of Harmony or something, like a human eye, but then the Doctor was like, well, I'm half human on my mother's side, and then nobody ever talked about it again. But here's the thing is Stephen Moffat, he likes everything from Doctor Who and tries to incorporate as much as he can. And in Face the Raven, the psychic two-faced woman was locked in a thing that looked almost exactly like what the Master was locked in at the beginning of the Doctor Who movie. For the first, if you click play on the Doctor Who movie, you will see that thing in 5 seconds. And so that was kind of an interesting piece of imagery. So they could be setting up Doctor, Time Lord, human hybrid, but then we've seen that before, so I don't know why that's dangerous. Or it's a Shilda, or it's something else, or it's all a lie. I don't know. So those are some of my thoughts. Technically, River Song could be perhaps considered a hybrid. They did talk about that, and we know she's appearing in the Christmas special. And who else might be a hybrid?
His granddaughter?
Oh, that was another thing. Yeah, okay. So I watched last week's episode 3 times? 4 times? 3 or 4 times. And he said that he ran from Gallifrey because he was scared. And there was something kind of interesting to me. The Doctor said he ran because he was scared. And the he went and stole a TARDIS, but literally the only thing he brought with him was his granddaughter. And by having a granddaughter, I mean, that insinuates spouse, mate, at least baby mama, right?
Yeah.
Kids and grandkids. So he had a family, but he only left with his granddaughter, and he was running through space and time. He disguised his name, he hid his name. She could have had a fake name. And then when he did leave her, he left her on Earth, you know. So I'm wondering if maybe, because Peter Capaldi has said in an interview that he thinks that the Doctor would very much like to see his granddaughter again. And I could be teasing, I don't know. I think it would be cool. I think that would be a cool twist and a really interesting way to bring back someone from, I mean, not even, you can't, it's like classic Who, but it's like, no, from like season 1, 2, and 3.
First.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly which season Susan left in. It may have been 2 or 3. I don't know. My classic Who is unfortunately very sparse, my knowledge. Mostly from reading. I've seen a few of the serials, the ones that I could find. Netflix is very much not helpful. It's like, oh, yeah, you want to watch Colin Baker? Well, we don't have any of him. You want to watch Sylvester McCoy? Okay, you can have 1 episode, 2 episodes. Tom Baker, yeah, he was on the show for 7 years. You can have 3 episodes. Well, serials. So far, Series 9 has been, in my opinion, phenomenal. There's only been like a few bits that I wasn't really into. The found footage episode was really boring. I wasn't really into it. I'm sorry. I like the return of the 2-parters, and then for the first time ever, really kind of almost a 3-parter. I know a lot of people are considering it a 3-parter, the 3-part finale. But the 2-parters have been really, really interesting. I particularly loved the girl who lived and the girl who died. Scratch that, reverse it. Okay. And then the Zygon invasion and the Zygon inversion, I thought were particularly really good stories. Even if it was really ham-fisted and obvious, like what they were doing with that story, I thought it was a particularly good story. And of course, that was an immediately like classic Doctor Who speech that Capaldi delivered in that episode, and I was really impressed with that. And then, of course, last week's episode, Heaven Sent, was just like, oh, wow, that's really nice. I thought that was really cool. They're doing a lot of cool stuff with time travel. They're bringing in some of the hefty, depressing stuff that used to really be what science fiction was. Like, science fiction used to be really broody and like, mind-bendy. And Doctor Who's fun, but it's also nice to see something that's like, oh, you want to mess with time and time travel and cycles and things like that, you know, there's lots of cool stuff that they've been doing. Anyways, I'm going to stop ranting and start the episode.
You've been travelling?
Yeah, from time to time.
Oh.
Is it a sad song?
Nothing's sad till it's over. Then everything is.
What's it called?
I think that it's called Clara.
Tell me about her.
Why are they ringing all the bells? Never heard so many. What's gone wrong this time? All the fuss they're always making. You up there, you're not supposed to be there. I'll just put all that back. It's for the boys. If any of them ever want to come. They'll kill you.
That's a remix of Tenants thing.
Attention! Will all non-military personnel step away from the doctor? I repeat, all non-military personnel, please, step away from the doctor. At least move the children away. Doctor, you will lay down any weapons on your person and accompany us to the capital.
He did fall off loud and it was funny.
Doctor, you will accompany us to the capital.
Welcome home, sir. As commander of the armed forces of Gallifrey, I bring you the greetings of the High Council.
Who the hell does he think he is?
The man who won the Time War, sir.
What is he doing? What does he want? Revenge?
The Doctor does not blame Gallifrey for the horrors of the Time War.
I should hope not.
He just blames you.
Get off my planet.
We needed to know. You have information about the hybrid, a danger to all of us. If you'd told us what you knew, you could have walked out of there.
Get off my planet.
You have nothing, Doctor. Nothing! Do you know what I have out here in the dry lands where there's nobody who matters? No witnesses.
Mate.
Take aim! Aim at the Doctor. Fire on my command!
Sir?
Step forward and take aim. What's the matter with you?
Lord President. He's a war hero. Some of these men served with...
These men served me! All of you! On my command!
Could I have a lemonade?
Oh, you like a cliffhanger, don't you? So, you went back to your hometown,
Something like that.
Glasgow.
Well, sort of Glasgow. Space Glasgow.
And there was this gang boss and he wanted to kill you.
Wanted to. Yeah.
You missed. All of you. Every single one of you. How is that possible? What is it? Is the firing squad afraid of the unarmed man? You! Explain!
There was a saying, sir, in the Time War.
A saying.
First thing you notice about the Doctor of War is he's unarmed. For many, it's also the last. I was at Skull Moon, sir.
Is this a story, or did this really happen?
Every story ever told really happened. Stories are where memories go when they're forgotten.
Not one more of your moves. That is an order. The direct order of your president! You leave me no choice. How many regenerations did we grant you? I've got all night. Excellent General, you sent for reinforcements.
No, he didn't. I did.
And Russell, the Redeemer. Rassilon the Resurrected. Gallifrey is mine.
Lord President, with respect, get off his planet.
That is right.
Gallifrey is currently positioned at the extreme end of the time continuum for its own protection. We're at the end of the universe, give or take a star system. I know. I came the long way round. The President may not find anywhere to go. He's not the President anymore. He was a good man once. Isn't this going a little far? Oh, I've barely started. Tell the High Council that on the next shuttle. The hybrid is a legendary. No. The hybrid is a creature thought to be crossbred from two warrior races. Which races? The Daleks and the Time Lords, it is supposed. Oh, must be well hard, then. Unstoppable, according to the stories. If they're just stories, why are you so worried? Some Matrix prophecies suggest. No. Many prophecies suggest. No. All Matrix prophecies concur that this creature will one day stand in the ruins of Gallifrey. It will unravel the web of time and destroy a billion hearts to heal its own. What colour is it? I don't know. These prophecies, they never tell you anything useful, do they?
This is no time to play the fool.
It's the end of the universe. It's the only time I've got. And you want me to keep you all safe? Can you? I'll need help, obviously. Gallifrey is at your command. Well, not from you, Lord. No, you'd cramp my style. Look at your hats. I'm going to need the use of an extraction chamber to talk to an old friend.
Okay. That's my plot. Oh. Maybe this is what they used to pull the doctors out in the old show when they were all meeting up with each other. They'd, like, grab the second doctor and throw him in with the third doctor, or whatever.
This way. I can save you.
am I? Is this a TARDIS?
No, this is a planet.
What planet?
Basically my place.
I was about to die. I should be dead.
Forget about that, it doesn't matter.
Hang on, your place?
Yeah.
What do you mean, your place?
My place.
You don't mean... Gallifrey.
Gallifrey.
Okay, hang on, wait, what? What? Did I miss something?
Well, we're several billion years in the future, and the universe is pretty much over, so yeah, quite a lot. Young lady, Miss Oswald, I'm afraid we only have a very few minutes with you.
Who's he?
According to the doctor, you can tell us something about the creature known as the hybrid.
Oh, that's weird. What's wrong with my ears?
Nothing.
Oh, it's weird. Everything sounds wrong.
It's a side effect.
I can hear you. I can hear you fine. It's like, but I don't know. It's like something's missing.
Doctor, we have to tell her. We always tell them.
Tell me what? What's he talking about, Doctor? If I'm frozen, how can I be walking about?
Because the Time Lords are very clever.
Yes, it matters to me.
Doctor, we have to explain.
Doctor, what is going on?
Although you are currently conscious and aware, in fact, you died billions of years ago.
Doctor?
We have extracted you at the very end of your time stream to request your help. Once we're finished here, you will be returned to your final moments. Your death is an established historical event and cannot be altered. I'm sorry.
Doctor, will you just talk to me?
I'll try not to break your jaw.
Jaw?
I wasn't talking to you. Doctor, you can't do this. You know you can't. No, General. I don't know that. Everybody, stay exactly where you are. No moving about. On pain of death, no one take a selfie. These people are unarmed. So you... Doctor, I will not let you leave here. It's the sidearm of the President's personal security. There isn't a stun setting. I will not let Clara die. She's been dead for half the lifetime of the universe. If you try to change that, you could fracture time itself. Doctor, Lord President, are you really going to take that risk?
Doctor. Please. I don't want this. Put it down, please.
Regeneration. 10th. Good luck. You too, sir. I want a neural block. Human compatible. Quickly, come on. Come on, quick.
This Clara person, you must really like her.
Why did you say that?
You killed a man. You don't seem the type. You killed that man. You shot him. He's dead.
It was him or you?
I don't care.
Yeah? But the difference is, when you die, you stay dead.
So does he.
We're on Gallifrey. Death is Time Lord for Man Flu. Med Team to Sector 52, Extraction Chamber 7, regeneration in progress.
You alright, son? Sorry, ma'am.
The hybrid. What is it? What's so important you would fight so long?
It doesn't matter what the hybrid is. It only matters that I convinced them that I knew. Otherwise, they would have kicked me out. I'd have nothing left to bargain with.
What were you bargaining for?
What do you think? I had to find a way to save you. I knew it had to be the Time Lords. They cost you your life on Trap Street, Clara. And I was going to make them bring you back. I just had to hang on in there for a bit.
Hello?
It was fine.
One question. And you will answer. How long was the doctor trapped inside the confession dial?
We think 4.5 billion years. He could have left any time he wanted. He just had to say what he knew. The dial would have released him.
If she says so.
Why would you even do that? dead and gone. Why? Why would you even do that to yourself?
I had a duty of care. Listen, I'm nearly through here. If I'm right, there should be a service docked under here. We'll be able to get to the old workshops. They'll have TARDISes there.
Okay, listen. I have something I need to say.
We do not have time.
No, my time. My time is up, Doctor. Between one heartbeat and the last is all the time I have. I said... Don't worry, Doctor. They'll all be looking at me.
You need to tell us what the Doctor is going to do now.
You really are thick, aren't you? The Doctor is back on Gallifrey. Took him 4.5 billion years to get here. What do you think he's going to do now? Why, he's stealing a TARDIS and running away. Bye. You're quick.
Time machine. I backed up a bit.
Doctor, face me. Doctor, can you hear me? Get out of that TARDIS and face me, boy!
Boy.
You have gone too far. You have broken every code you ever lived by.
After all this time, after everything I've done, don't you think the universe owes me this?
Owes you what? All you're doing is giving her hope.
Since when is hope a bad thing?
Hope is a terrible thing on the scaffold. Where can he run? Where he always runs. Away. Just away.
What do you think of the new wheels?
Basic.
Classic, look at the colour scheme.
It's all white.
Genius. Check your heartbeat again. I think that you'll find you have one.
Yeah?
It should have restarted when we broke free of Gallifrey's time zone. You're alive! Now we just have to shake off the Time Lords. There's only one place we can do that. What do you say to lunch followed by breakfast, because we're time travelers and that's how we roll. Then cocktails with Moses. Then I'm going to invent a flying submarine. Why? Because no one ever has and it's annoying. Maybe we should use this TARDIS to find my proper one. I need to change my shirt.
Doctor? Still don't have a pulse.
Oh, you just haven't found it yet. Try again.
I know how to take my pulse. Look, I know how to do it. See? No pulse, right? Is it still there? Don't lie to me.
Maybe we just have to fly a little bit farther. Give it a bit more. Ready? We don't have to stay here long. Check your heartbeat again. Your timeline must have started by now. Pulse, yeah? You have a pulse, yes. Pulse. Let me do it.
I am checking it properly.
This should work. This has got to.
What if one last heartbeat is all I've got? What if time isn't healing? What if the universe needs me to die?
The universe is over. It doesn't have to say anymore. We're standing on the last ember. The last fragment of everything that ever was. As of this moment, I'm answerable to no one.
How can there be anybody there?
4 knocks. It's always 4 knocks. No. This one I do alone.
What's out there?
Me. I told you once, so long ago, that the universe would become a very small place when I'm angry with you. Small enough for you yet? Hello, me.
You don't seem surprised to see me.
At the end of everything, we should expect the company of the mortals, so I've been told.
Even the other immortals are gone. It's just me.
The one and only me. Finally, you earned the title. Sitting here in a reality bubble at the end of time itself. How are you sustaining it, by the way?
Brilliantly. I've been watching the stars die. It was beautiful.
No. It was sad.
No. It was both. But that's not something you would understand, is it? You don't like endings. She died, Doctor. Clara died billions of years ago.
You killed her.
No.
You let it happen.
No, I didn't. Neither did you. She did. She died for who she was and for who she loved. She felt where she stood. It was sad. And it was beautiful. And it is over. We have no right to change who she was.
Bashilda.
Me.
Me, go to hell. By my calculations, you've got about 5 minutes.
You know why we run, Doctor?
Because it's fun.
Because we know summer can't last forever.
Of course it can. Of course it can. You just have to steal a time machine.
The hybrid. 5 minutes to hell. I think it's time to tell the truth. The screen on. You were barely more than a child. You broke in here. And the Wraith spoke to you about the hybrid. Why did that story make you so scared?
I don't know. I don't remember it.
Sometimes you do. It's always the way with things we'd rather forget. You remember now, though, don't you? Tell me, Doctor, who is the hybrid? Who threatens all of time and space?
Oh, that's easy. That's very, very easy. The hybrid is you.
I'm human, with a little bit of Maya inside me. The hybrid is supposed to be half Time Lord, half Dalek.
No, it isn't. The actual prophecy specifies only 2 warrior races. The Daleks and the Time Lords made assumptions, of course, that they would. Humans and the Maya. Both warrior races. It fits perfectly.
It's an interesting theory.
Do you have a better one?
By your own reasoning, why couldn't the hybrid be half Time Lord, half human? Tell me, Doctor, I've always wondered. You're a Time Lord, you're a highborn Gallifreyan. Why is it you spend so much time on Earth?
That's your best theory. I'm the hybrid. I ran away from Gallifrey because I was afraid of myself. It doesn't make any sense.
It makes perfect sense, and you know it. Am I right? Is it true?
Does it matter?
No. Because I have a better theory.
Really?
What if the hybrid wasn't one person, but 2?
2.
A dangerous combination of a passionate and powerful Time Lord and a young woman so very similar to him. Companions who are willing to push each other to extremes.
She's my friend. She's just my friend.
How did you meet her? Missy.
Missy.
Missy. The Master. The lover of chaos. Who wants you to love it too. She's quite the matchmaker.
Clara's my friend.
I know. And you're willing to risk all of time and space because you miss her. One wonders what the pair of you will get up to next.
Nothing. Nothing at all. I know I went too far. I get it. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing.
And what would that be?
I'm taking her back to Earth. Somewhere safe, somewhere out of the way. I'm going to wipe a memory of every last detail of me.
I was watching. On the monitor. No. Doctor, whatever you're about to do, don't do it.
It won't hurt. It'll be nothing. You'll just pass out for a moment.
And then?
When you wake, you'll be fine.
But...
Clara, just listen to me.
Just say it. Say it. Come on. Tell me.
When you wake up, you will have forgotten me. You'll have forgotten we ever even met.
And why would I want that?
Because it's the only way. That stuff in your head, the image of me, they could use it to find you.
I use these.
On what?
That.
What did you do?
What do you think? Shield was right, you see? We're two alike.
Tell me what you did.
What else? What else do you think I did? I reversed the polarity. Push that button, Doctor. It will go off in your own face.
You're trying to trick me.
What are you trying to do to me?
I'm trying to keep you safe.
Why? Nobody's ever safe. I've never asked you for that, ever. These have been the best years of my life, and they are mine. Tomorrow's promised to no one, Doctor, but I insist upon my past. I am entitled to that. It's mine. You really don't know it?
Let's find out. Let's do it. Like we've done everything else. Together.
How about we just don't? Why don't we just fly away somewhere?
Oh, that'd be great, wouldn't it, Ed?
God, yeah.
Good luck, Clara.
Good luck, Doctor. So, what happens now?
I suppose we're just done. We just wait a minute, I suppose.
One of us. One of us. I don't think I could ever forget you.
Clara, I don't think you're ever going to have to.
No.
Run like hell.
What?
Run like hell because you always need to. Laugh at everything. It's always funny.
No, stop it. You're saying goodbye. Don't say goodbye.
Never be cruel. And never be cowardly. And if you ever are, always make amends.
Stop it. Stop. Stop it.
Never eat pears. They're too squishy. And they always make your chin weird. That one's quite important. Write it down.
I didn't mean to do this. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I went too far. Broke all my own rules. I became the hybrid. This is right. I accept it.
I can't. There has to be something I can do.
Smile for me. Go on. Clara Oswald. One last time.
How could I smile?
It's okay. Don't you worry. I'll remember it.
What Clara told you in the cloisters.
I don't remember a single thing about it.
You said memories become stories when we forget them. Maybe some of them become songs.
That would be nice.
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it?
What? That's what she's helping him.
think I've got the chameleon circuit working. The outer shell might be stuck as an American dynamo. Awesome. Still no pulse. Time isn't healing. I'm still frozen. You know what that means? It means my death is a fixed event. The universe depends on it happening. I'm sorry. Why? Why does everybody think I am so scared? We all face the Raven in the end. That is the deal. If I go back to Gallifrey, they can put me back, right? On Trap Street, the moment they took me out. Of course. Mind you, seeing as I'm not actually aging, there's still a tiny little bit of wiggle room, isn't there? Wiggle room? Wiggle room? Yeah. You know. Wiggle room. We could, stop off on the way. Where are we going? Gallifrey. Like I said, Gallifrey. The long way around.
Alright, so what'd you think?
Wow. And
few too many red herrings. I'm kind of hoping that this wasn't really the final hybrid thing, and that maybe this was just like kind of another red herring. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, it makes sense the doctor would like lie about something, to try to get his way, but I don't think that's the end of it. It's kind of like the cracks in time. They kind of stopped appearing after season 5 because he rebooted the universe, but the effects of that, the reason why they were caused was part of the plot of season 6, and then of course at Matt Smith's last episode, the crack was there again.
Yeah.
As like a conclusion. So I think this is, another example of just a kind of a long, not a long con, but a long plot, long arc. It's very interesting. It's nice to be on Gallifrey again. I'm wondering if there's going to be a more of a backstory with Ohelia, the woman from the Sisterhood of Karn.
Mm-hmm.
Because she got, like, kind of really pissy. But then again, starting with the prequel to this season, you know, the Doctor had gone to her to give his confession dial to her to give to the Master.
Yeah.
Or Missy. And actually, I was hoping that she would appear in this because...
That would've been great.
Well, because that's the thing, is they kind of had a cliffhanger thing at the end of the second episode where she suddenly had an idea and disappeared, and that's why I still think that there's going to be...
She's out there.
Well, yeah. Well, Stephen Moffat said something that he really, really liked about the Master in, like, the 80s, is, like, every time the Doctor and the Master, like, got involved, the Doctor would, like, destroy the Master or defeat the Master, but then he'd inexplicably come back, like, exactly the same. Like, it wasn't like he would regenerate each time. Like, I think in the original run of the series, they only had, like, 3 Masters.
Mm.
I think 4, but 2, when he was all rotten and he looked like a decaying body, I think there were a few different actors that played him, but it's still supposed to be the same incarnation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, my thought process going through this, like, the weird clues and then the kind of back and forth conversations, my brain was going everywhere, and I was like, okay, are they kind of confirming stuff from the Doctor Who movie? Are they going to be, you know, this and that? You know, I don't know. I don't really think that the Doctor and Clara together are the hybrid. Like, that's not a working explanation in my head.
No.
So I think that that's just another red herring.
What did he say about taking, was it Rassilon's daughter?
I don't know. I'd have to go back and watch that because, see, here's the thing. At first, I was thinking, because here's the thing about Rassilon. He was dead for, like, thousands and thousands of years. He was him and Omega created the Time Lord Society. They were considered gods. And in the 5th Doctor's era, they had the 5 Doctors special, and that's the one where they recast William Hartnell with another actor, which I don't know who it was, to play the first Doctor. And then Tom Baker didn't want to show up because he had just recently left the role, and so he thought it was too soon to come back. Yeah. And so they used stock footage, and he got caught in the time whatever, and so there's like a picture of his head, like, floating around. It's so weird. And then the other Doctors all got together, and they went to the tomb of Rassilon. And so in the End of Time, David Tennant's final two episodes, they said that the Time War had gotten so bad that they resurrected Rassilon to be the Lord President, because Rassilon wasn't really, like, he was a legendary figure. And so I didn't know if he was still going to be around, but I guess that was a new incarnation of him. And honestly, like, I like the actor who played him because of Game of Thrones, but I felt like he was a little too old, a little too weak to be the Rassilon, because, I mean, a lot of Series 4 was really, really goofy, but they got Timothy frickin' Dalton to play Rassilon. I mean, just the voice alone.
That's great.
You know, I mean, he was up there like Time Lord Hitler, like, we will become beings of pure consciousness and the end of time, and blah, and everyone was like, yeah, woo! And so, like, that was great, and then, you know, I like Maester Luwin.
Yeah.
But
maybe that was the purpose.
I thought it was just gonna be whoever was Lord President, and then it took me a minute, because it's late. It took me a minute to figure out that was supposed to be Rassilon, and once I realized, I was like, oh, okay. But it was cool that the Doctor was showing him off. I just think it would have been more impressive if those interactions had gone to Timothy Dalton. But maybe he was unavailable. I don't know. I guess Timothy Dalton's doing a lot of stuff these days.
Or maybe they didn't want the president to seem strong.
No. I'm saying it would have been more impressive of a scene
Well, yeah.
if it had still been Timothy Dalton,
Yeah.
but reacting the same way, like him being weak and everyone betraying him. Like, that would have been way more impactful, you know?
Right.
It's like when you see... I don't know, it's just...
I got you.
You know what I mean. Anyways. So, overall, I thought it was a pretty good episode. Kind of reinvigorated the Doctor to be, you know, the Doctor. He was starting to go a little dark side. Honestly, I was hoping he was going to go a little bit more dark side. Like, I was really hoping that we would get, like, a half season, like, really wrong Doctor and still make it interesting. Because you could do that. I guess that might not have been an appropriate thing when you've got a companion leaving, because then you don't have that
stability.
that carryover. This is why I find Capaldi's the transition from Matt Smith to Capaldi the easiest transition of New Who, is because they did these intentional things. You know, they didn't change the set too much. I mean, really, for the set, they added bookshelves, they added a chalkboard, and then they changed the lighting.
Yeah.
You know, but then for a while he kept the sonic screwdriver and same companion, and then his first episode, you know, you had recurring characters, so it was a nice transition. So if you're gonna go with, like, oh, the Doctor's gonna go bad, you need to have something to be carried over, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm not wanting a whole season of that. That could go, like, really wrong. But I was thinking it would be nice to have, like, a couple of two-parters, like half a season, and then the finale he comes back around, which I guess is what this was.
Yeah.
Kind of, but I don't know. I still was hoping they'd somehow try to do, like, a Valiard. Everybody, every commercial, every episode preview where Capaldi is just being a little bit cross or angry, people are like, Valiard! Oh, it's the Valiard! They're not gonna do... I don't think they're gonna do that. They still could, but they've been toying around with his morality enough to where I think this should be the settling factor. I don't know. I'm looking forward to the Christmas special with River Song. The preview looked weird, but the episodes are usually... Okay, well, no. Either there's two options. The episode will be way better than the preview, or the episode will be not as good as the preview. As is the case with basically every movie trailer out ever. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end this. I might do some more of these if I get a little bit more regular with making reaction videos. I might see about doing something maybe for the entirety of the next series 10. Just kind of, this is like a test. So we'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching.